When the collapse happened in Uzbekistan, we were deported to Russia. So when the USSR started collapsing, we were deported to Russia, and the Russian government offered us asylum. As soon as we got there, we were not welcomed. When I was 5 years old, I remember my father used to work in Ufa, region of Russia. He went there to make decent money. So he called us that he was returning back home a week before he was coming home. So we were actually getting ready. A week later, when he was gonna come home, since our house was not in good conditions, the shower thing was in the basement, so it was winter time. So we went to our relative's house. So and they were living in good conditions. We went there. We took our showers. When it was time for him to come, we got ready. Then this phone rings, and then my aunt answers the phone. She has this shocking facial expression, and I knew that there was something wrong. Yeah. Then my mom, she gives the phone to my mom, and then my mom talks to the person, which was my father's friend, and he tells the story, what happened to him. He was murdered. And we were waiting for him that he would come home, and we were getting ready for it. And then she screams and she cries. You know, I lost part of my life and part of me. It's after that my life changed. Everything changed. I became an adult in like 6 months after his being not there.
Or just say like school was like?
School was like segregated. It was like Turks, separate schools, Turks in one side and Russians on the other side. It was like not combined. You cannot study with a Russian student because you're Turkish. You know, it was like literally blacks and Turks.
Yeah. Do you think that came from the adults teaching that to the children of the segregation, or was that the school system?
No, it was them. It wasn't the whole Russian.
Yeah, it was just those kids.
That area specifically, because I guess we were populated enough that they wanted us to, separate us from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Having like your mom and other family members and friends come to the show who either know the story because they experienced it with you, or have no idea if they're like your friends and they don't know this about you.
How I feel.
Is it more? Do you think it's more nerve-wracking knowing people in the audience?
I wonder what they're gonna think
what
about
they're gonna think?
Yeah, I know my mom. She knows that I wrote this and everything. She didn't read the story yet because it's not translated to Turkish.
Okay.
Hopefully she's gonna be proud. She is gonna be proud.
No, I think she'll definitely be proud.
She is gonna be proud, but this is something that not a lot of people do in my community because we're so small, and they don't. I'm kind of opening up about my family stuff. First year is in Connecticut.
The beautiful state of Connecticut.
I love Connecticut.
Good.
Yeah, but it was a lot of problems.
Problems?
Yeah, because we landed in Baltimore as soon as we got here. We stayed there for a couple days. Then my mom was depressed. She wanted to go somewhere where we had our relatives.
Okay.
So we moved to Connecticut, and then there was some documentation problem. We had to stay with our relatives for over a month
Mhm.
And if they were not there, we would be homeless. We waited for our
Yeah.
documentations. We went to the office, like that they provided everything for us, and so we can get our stuff done. And then we didn't speak English, so it was really hard. It was very hard, and I had to, even though I didn't know English, I had to still translate for my family because I was like the oldest child, and my mom didn't know English.
Yeah,
of course.
at all, yeah.
And I was expected to know the language or do something about this.
Was learning English hard?
It
Would
was
you say it's
very
difficult?
hard.
Yeah?
Yep, still.
Still?
Yep.
What would you say was the hardest language you've learned?
I think it's English.
English?
Yes.
Dang it. I'm sorry.
I know it is, but yeah. I guess that's it. No,